So, how long y'all actually been doing the podcast?
The beginning
Our
of
first
this year,
podcast, January 1st, 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, started on a kitchen table. It really just kind of like, it was just between us and our friends, and really for the fun of it, for the fuck of it, bro. We felt passionate in it like quickly, bro. Like we really did like the direction I was going to, and wanted to make something of it, because we got tired of our 9 to 5. We want to boss up, you know.
Yeah.
And we want to create a platform for other people to boss up, get their voices off.
Facts. Nah, I love it, man. I'm the type of person, I like seeing this type of shit, and I love doing. I do content every day. Like, I look for new content. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got no 9 to 5. I ain't got no job or no shit like that. But if they could tell me like, hey, I'll pay you $25 an hour to do this shit every day, like for 8 hours and 10 hours a day, I would do it. You know what I'm saying?
Gladly.
And then find other shit to make money on the side on the weekends or when I get off of work and shit. Like, I really would love to do this shit just every day for a living, like non-stop. So when you told me let's get a collab in, I was on my way right away with that shit, man.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro. Straight up, because that's where I'm at too, bro.
Yeah.
But with this shit, man, you gotta put 50, 60 hours in if you want to be consistent and you want to have a decent product. Yeah. That's what people don't see. They'll see like the clips on Instagram, but behind the scenes, bro, I'll take you like, bro, you'll sit there, look for a little clip from an hour podcast, and it'll take you 2 hours. One time you chop it up and edit it and throw it on Instagram.
Yeah. No, I think a lot of people scared of their hard work, man. And I seen, man, in my 2 years, I be telling people like I just met who was just getting started, and I would tell them, and they'll be like, man, it's gonna be like, I'm like, bro, it ain't gonna be like that, bro. Like, motherfuckers ain't gonna fuck with you. You gonna get stood up. You know what I'm saying? It's tough doing this shit, man. You gotta understand it.
Yeah.
And then motherfuckers, they like, you know, now they start seeing it. And
they start coming around.
They tap out. You know, they give up. Like, man, fuck that. I don't want to go down that long ass road, because the road is very long, and it's very motherfucking like by yourself. A lot of lonely nights and shit. But now y'all got each other though.
Yeah, that is true.
Y'all finna go up, man.
Yeah.
So, with y'all podcast, man, talk about some of the people y'all had on here.
So our first big interview, we had Peso Peso on it, and shout out to Peso Peso. That was a really dope interview. Learned a lot, and that kind of really put us on the map. Because before that, it was mostly just networking, Instagram. We try to find other people that are trying to do their own thing, and not just hip hop and rap. I was really looking for like entrepreneurs, clothing companies, people that are just trying to break out the 9 to 5 rat race and do something, and boss up. You know what I mean? Like become their own boss. So we reached out to Peso, and he came and fucked with us, and that's what really kind of put us on. Because before that, we had like 20 episodes.
Yeah, we had about 20 episodes.
But nobody was really fucking with us at the beginning, bro. Nobody was fucking with us. Like, even like our friends and like people from our hometown, it wasn't until we got into like the episode 20, and then we got the validation from a real artist that's actually doing something. Is when the DMs started flowing, man.
That's so
true.
That's how it worked, man. Dude, hey, y'all did 20. Man, I don't know how many fucking interviews I did for my first like good one, dude. I know I had got a Sauce Walker vlog, cause like him and Peso, they be in the studio in my hood and shit. So like, you know, I was already seeing them. I was seeing Peso like grinding it out 2 years ago, 2018, driving from Texas City.
Same. I seen him on the run on the Instagram. That's when I first really tapped into Peso. Before I was listening to his music, man, he was just wilding out on Instagram. I don't know how he popped up on my feed. Maybe probably not, because it was before he was signed to TSF and all that shit. But it's fucking with bro's energy. His work ethic is crazy.
Facts.
Before I started this shit, like before we like really started ramping this podcast up, I had him as one of the lists. I wrote that shit down. I believe in manifest destiny. If I say I'm gonna do something, bro, and if I keep speaking that shit into existence, it's bound to happen, bro. Facts. As long as I just keep pushing and keep grinding towards it. Like I might not be the best right now, but if I can out grind the rest, like.